Your soft girl era does not expire. We are not being temporarily soft and feminine. This is a lifestyle. This is an ongoing thing. I don't know why so many women struggle with getting out of that hard, rough, masculine mentality.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole if you are new here. And on this channel, we do all things how to live a more beautiful life, how to become the best version of yourself. So if that is something that you're on, if that is the era that you are in, girl, definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm sure I have something over here for you. Now, today's video, we're talking about all things how to be a soft, feminine woman, how to show up as your most feminine self. And this is something that I know a lot of women, we're trying to get there. We struggle sometimes to get there. And there's a lot of factors as to why we struggle, why we feel like we have to be that strong, masculine, independent woman. But we're going to talk about 7 ways to be more soft and feminine. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do to be a soft, feminine woman and the most soft version of ourselves is to embrace stillness and slowness. A lot of times when we're moving too fast or we're just discombobulated or just not slowing down, that can come off as masculine, that can come off as hard. Soft femininity, it starts with your energy. So if you're all rah-rah, that's gonna come off as hard masculine energy. Whether it's how you walk in a room or how you respond to people, slowness is a signal. It gives, I'm grounded, I'm present, I'm here, I'm soft, I'm healed. Like I don't need to rush to prove my point. Stillness creates softness to bloom. Now, some of the ways that I practice or, preparing myself to be more still, to practice slowness is by incorporating things like stretching, meditating, and yoga. This is something that if you do this on a consistent basis, you will naturally become a more softer you. I've been doing yoga all month long just because I want to, for multiple reasons, for health benefits, for my mind to calm me down. And I think this has really encouraged me to be a softer version of myself. I've been working on being softer for a while now, and it's working, but it's like I said in the beginning, it is not a temporary thing. Being in your soft girl era is not temporary. This is a lifestyle that you have to commit to. So you have to constantly find ways to keep you calm, keep you still, and keep you moving at a pace that gives soft girl feminine energy. Okay, so the next thing we want to do if we want to be the most soft and feminine version of ourselves is to speak gently but with intention. Now, if you guys have seen any of my short form videos, my daily motivational videos, a lot of people are like, oh, you should be a motivational speaker, you should have a podcast, because I deliver the message. Sometimes it's a hard message. I deliver it with such intention but softness at the same time because I really want the best for the people who are watching my videos, because I mean well, but it's also from the bottom of my heart. So I feel like that's the soft feminine vibes that people get when they comment and like, thank you. It's very inviting. And I know a lot of us know this, right? A lot of the women that the men are calling ratchet or masculine, a lot of times it's like a rah-rah way of speaking, right? And don't get me wrong, it's not like I've never spoken in that way. I've never gotten upset and had to like let go. But you want to try to maintain that softness, that gentleness in your voice. Sometimes you may have to breathe. And I think that's why yoga and breathing and meditation can help you on this journey to being your softest, most feminine self, is because you have to get to a place where things don't get you so amped up and so bothered that you have to like shout to the top of your lungs, scream on people to get your point across. That's not feminine. And a lot of women out here, we're looking for husbands, we're looking to be wifed up. And when you have that hard masculine tone to your voice, or you'll talk to a man like y'all are both men, like that's gonna give off masculine energy. So just be cautious of how you speak and how you deliver messages, no matter how upset or angry you are. And I think that's one thing. I've always spoken very soft, and I never really my tone doesn't get too high because that's just not who I am. I don't give that type of energy out to people. One, I feel like people don't deserve it. I don't care how angry I am or how disappointed I am in somebody. I just be like, okay. You know, I don't necessarily get all rah, and that's not my feminine energy. I am not giving that off. You can have it. You know, nobody's going to get me so riled up that I'm going to become, you're going to hear a man come out my voice. Like, no. So speak soft, speak gentle, and just remember that. Do whatever you have to do, girl, in your day-to-day to maintain a calm aura, because I promise you, that will give more feminine vibes, and you'll start to feel it yourself, and you'll start to love it and know, okay, I'm in my feminine girl era and it's here to stay. All right, so the next thing we want to do to be the soft, most feminine version of ourselves is to let yourself feel, girl. And this is one of the things that I had to learn, because while I don't get too rah or amped up, I was very guarded for so long, and I feel like that brought out masculine energy. So sometimes people would see my face and think something was wrong, or I was mad or bitter or angry, and it's not that. It's just I was masking so many feelings and I wasn't allowing myself to feel. Again, this is a lifestyle. This is not a temporary thing. This is something that you have to practice and be consistent with. But I want you to be okay with being vulnerable and stop suppressing your feelings. Therapy is something that really helped me with this. I'm not saying you have to go to therapy, but if you have a friend or a support group that you can go to talk to, let them feelings out. Another thing, I've talked about this on my channel a lot, is I do daily, well, not daily anymore. It started off as daily, but now monthly, I do my voice memos, my recordings. And all I pretty much do is talk about, it's like self-reflection. I pretty much reflect on my wins, my losses, my feelings, all of those things. I reflect on that every month. And that allows me to just get it out. It allows me to just get my feelings out and not bottle it up. And once you start allowing yourself to feel your emotions, being vulnerable is another thing that I've talked about on this channel before, but my therapist called it out in our first session. Like, you need to practice being vulnerable. And it's so hard sometimes when you're used to being the strong girl, the strong friend, the strong daughter, the strong sister, whatever. It's very hard, but you have to get over that hump. We got to shift and change some things to become the best version of ourselves. So work on that, girl, if you want to be more soft and more feminine. Okay, the next thing is create beauty around you. Now, I think this embodies my channel. I think I've been on my journey to being the most soft feminine version of myself for a while now, because if you look back, I have videos, DIY projects from my house and just trying to make my house feel like a home, and home decor and all of those things I love so much. So when you're creating a space around you that you love, that is beautiful to you, that even if it's aesthetic, some people beat up the girl who wants to have an aesthetic place or aesthetic things around her. It is what it is. Do what makes you happy. Do what feels good to you, because it's going to inspire everything around you. It's going to add to your lifestyle. That doesn't mean go out and spend a whole bunch of money to make your surroundings beautiful, but it means to be intentional with your surroundings and how it makes you feel. If your home is unorganized, clean it. If your car is dirty, clean it. Get it detailed. Invest in your surroundings to make sure that you feel like you are surrounded by peace, calmness, beauty. Go to parks, go to beautiful places and just sit and observe and take in the beauty around you. It's going to really inspire you, and it's really going to add to that lifestyle of living more soft and more feminine. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move with grace. Everything. So all of these things go hand in hand, but we're going to move with grace no matter where we are, no matter where we go, or no matter who we're around. You want to walk and move with elegance, and you have to be conscious of it. Like, literally, if we want to become the best version of ourselves, a higher version of ourselves, we really have to manifest it in literally every part of us. So you want to move with grace, the way you walk, your posture. It's really important. And it's not that you're trying to be somebody that you're not necessarily, but it's trying to be somebody that you want to be. Sometimes I may catch myself slouching a little bit, but no, that's not the soft, most feminine version of ourselves. Like, if you're out at dinner, right, or at the bar or whatever, you're out somewhere, and say you look very beautiful, very pretty, whatever, but you're like slouching, or like you're hunched over, or you're like eating all wild, like, that's not going to attract the man of your dreams. That's not going to make you feel feminine and soft. That's not going to make you appear feminine and soft. So, you know, just a slight straightening your back, a slight you know, grabbing your wine glass properly, you know, all of these things, it's for you first, not necessarily to attract a man, not necessarily to care what other people think, but just try it. Literally as simple as being intentional about how you eat your dinner when you go out in public or even at home, how your posture is, crossing your legs when you're sitting. All of these little small gestures, small movements of elegance is really going to help you to feel and appear more soft and more feminine. So the next thing that we're going to do now, before I get into these last two things, if you're still here with me, thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I am on the road to 4,000 subscribers and I'm trying to get there by the end of the month. So if you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, or share this video with someone who is on her journey to becoming her most feminine and soft self. All right, let's get into the last two. So the next one is to practice receiving. What do I mean by that? So a lot of times, and I've been this, and it's not to shade or beat anybody up, I've been the girl, the woman who doesn't ask for help, doesn't like to receive help, doesn't like to seek support without feeling like threatened or losing power, like powerless. So for example, if you get help from a friend, right? You don't want to feel like that person has a one-up on you or whatever. Don't think like that. To be more soft and more feminine, you have to be open to receiving, open to kind of taking the back seat a little bit. We can still be independent women, but be okay with letting someone else do it. You know, how are you going to meet the man of your dreams and become a wife to a husband and you can't even let him take the lead? You can't let him do things for you. You have to be able to kind of take the back seat a little bit and just be a princess for a moment, you know? So don't be afraid to receive. Be open to letting other people lead. And that includes a man that you're dating or that's in your life. But it also, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be at work, you know? If you're on a team project, you don't have to always be right. You don't have to always take the lead. You can share that, and that exudes soft feminine energy. Okay, so the last thing is gonna be lead with love and not fear. This one is a big one. You want to lead with love and not fear, and you're going to be more feminine and more soft if you do this, because a lot of times when we're scared or we have fear in our heart, we make decisions or move in ways that come off as hard and masculine. But if you lead with love and good energy, it will come off as, okay, she's soft, she means well. It's not coming off as intimidating. It's not coming off as, I don't want to be around her. It's just like, okay, she means well. This means moving with compassion, choosing grace over aggression, and intuition over ego. You become soft, not because life has been easy, but because you're choosing not to let anything hard from life harden you. All right, that's it. So if you are on a journey to becoming your most soft and feminine self, I hope you implement these tips, or at least be cautious of these tips, because sometimes we know, but we're not being intentional in how we move in our day-to-day life, our lifestyle. Remember, if you're on this journey to self-discovery, living a more beautiful life and becoming the best woman that you can be, you have to make some lifestyle changes. This is, like I said in the beginning, this is not a temporary you, okay? This is who you're becoming, and this is for the long run, okay? This is, soft girl era is not temporary. It's not temporary. It's going to be a lifestyle change. So maybe you left your 20s and now you're entering your 30s and you're like, okay, 30-year-old version of me is going to be completely different. My lifestyle is going to change. I'm going to heal. I'm going to be graceful. I'm going to be intentional, whatever it is. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know how you're going to become a more soft version of yourself. And definitely share this video with a woman who you know is on that same journey. And leave a comment, because that's how YouTube will push this video to more ladies like us trying to become the best version of yourselves. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video.